Hey everybody, it's Paul 125 Roller Coaster Challenge, and we are here at Water Country USA. Our first time ever being here since we got the channel, so we are going to be doing our full park explore. Now it is a cloudy, possibly rainy day here, so I'm going to basically go through everything here, show you everything that we see. And the key to this one is I have not been here in 7 years, so I have no idea where I'm going, so we're going to explore together. So as soon as you come in here, you basically go through the security gate and you come right on in. So we're right at the front of the park as soon as you walk in, and let's show you everything that they got here. So nice little display there of the inner tubes. That's something you don't see at every park or any park. But as soon as you come in here, you always have the welcome center. You also have that as soon as you come out over on the side there. This is where you can actually go get your day dining, and you can also get your rentals for cabanas and loungers and stuff. And of course, they've got a nice little photo op right here to the right hand side here. So if you already purchased the day plan, stuff like that, you go right to the grill and do it. But that's where you actually upgrade your day. And the first thing you're going to see over here is Colossal Curl. Now, I did sneak a little peek there on Legend and Molly. They recently did Water Country USA. They beat me to it. And if you love their content, definitely check it out. It's fun. But this is one of their bigger attractions here. And just like other parks, you can get the quick queue. But this one's neat because you come on down here in the big raft. You actually have a funnel at the top, and then you have a drop into a horseshoe. So you can see that coming through real quick. And then you see them at the end. They're going to splash right through right here with the waterfall. Or they're stuck in the funnel, who knows. But as soon as it comes in here, these are the bigger rafts. They're the Clover Lake rafts here. So it's taking them forever to come on through. Oh, there they go. All right, so that is Colossal Curl. And then we're going to come over this way here. We're going to start going straight. So unlike most, we're going to be making a left. So we'll probably be coming back this way, but here we're going to be making a left. We're also going to be doing the food. Let's eat and let's play today. So throughout the day, you know, you're going to see right here's the dock bar, which is mostly funnel cakes and stuff like that, it looks like here. But we're going to have a full let's eat. So if you're seeing food stuff and you want to see more, make sure you check that out on our playlist. Now there's the Dippin' Dots, and over here this is Pinky's, which is a typical food location here where you can grab some hot dogs, some popcorn, and stuff like that. And over here you got the store. We're going to be doing the merch. So right there is the store there, so you can see all the stuff in the merch. You got the wheelchairs there. You got gifts and apparel, so that's all over here. Over here is Daddy-O's. That's the funnel cake place we just saw a second ago here. And over here are locker rentals, because you always need those when you come to a water park there to lock up your clothes and stuff. So, but yeah, we're going to be doing a merch today, and we'll be walking through all those. So you will see stuff in the store. Just check out the playlist. And here, this is something you're seeing at a lot of parks. I recently saw it at Kennywood, which is the Kona Ice, which is the shaved ice that they have now. A lot of different flavors here. Unlike the one over at Kennywood, they actually don't have you squirting in the flavor yourself. They actually do it for you. And over here is Kadlina's Grill. So this seems to be like the main food area here. Come out this way there. And there's Coolville's ice cream. So basically all the food's in this area. But I told you today we're going to be going left. So we're going left. We're going left until we can't go left anymore. But give me a quick little look here. So this is kind of like the main food area here. Like most water parks, they have it all in one area, which is always nice. Now, the big thing they're talking about here is the Aqua Glow. So they'll be doing some kind of event there where they're putting glow stuff in their in the water and stuff. Plain to see, but this is reserved. This is actually a cabana, so if you have a company picnic, here you go. But over here, this is called the Wild Fang. Not Wild Thing, it's Wild Fang. And there's a couple slides back here, which is nice. So this looks like a typical two-person slide raft. So that's kind of neat there. And now we're here right at rope drop. We actually heard the Pledge of Allegiance, actually the national anthem. So we're here early, but we wanted to make sure we got here early to make sure we filmed this because it is rain in the forecast. So this is Riptide Race. So this is another tube, and wow, people really jumped in line quick here. But this looks like one of the newer slide towers. Let us know in the comment section if you know that. But when you look at this, it looks like you've got twin mirror ones that intertwine, which is always fun. And like I said, these are the double tubes, so it's not a clover leaf. But as you come through and stuff like that, go up the stairs. The stairs look nice. I like the stairs here, but let's see if we can get some people coming through. But if you look, you've got two different ones at the top there. They split up and they intertwine, and then they come pouring in here. Now this is like nice because I've been seeing a lot of parks now doing the troughs, and I've never been a big fan of the troughs, but this looks like it's a pool. It's not a big pool, but it is a decent pool. So hopefully you got some people coming through here. Like I said, it's early in the morning, and a lot of people haven't really ventured this far into the park already. So let me pause and see if anybody comes through. All right, I hear voices in the tubes. So they should have a splashdown in a second. There we go. Oh, little kid. That is awesome. And the little one. So that is the Riptide Racer. And then this one over here, this looks more like a pod type of slide, which is kind of nice. So we're going to see this one a little bit different here. Let's see how this one looks over here. This looks like one of the more original tubes here. And that one goes through the woods, which is really cool. So you got the old and the new over here in the corner. So this one's Riptide Race, not Racer, Race. And this one over here, did not really see signage for this one. Let's see what the sign is here. But these are both tube slides, so not the cloverleaf ones, but oh, this one's Wild Thing. I should remember that, right? This is Wild Thing. Yep, this is the Wild Thing. So Wild Thing looks like it's a lot older and stuff like that. So, but actually, there's a path over here. Let me check it out quick here. You can probably see some good views of the Wild Thing. Like I said, this is a full explore because I've never been here before. Or I was here many, many years ago. This looks like how you actually get back into it. So here you got a net. This is how you get back up from Wild Thing. Here we go. So that's Wild Thing right there. So as soon as you come on in there on your left-hand side, and it looks like these, that was the father and daughter from earlier. So they kind of own this area right now, which is kind of nice. So now we're going to head back over through the food court, and we're going to take you to the next section here. But those are two really nice slides. Now we're going to head over this way, and we're walking back, and then we're going to go straight down the middle. So right over there, that's the restrooms and the lockers. And as you see, people are coming to these slides now. So to give you a point of reference, right in front of us here is their main food area. And there's that Kona, the Kona ice. So now we're going over on this side here. Yet again, they got plenty of seating. So if you bring a lot of friends or if you want to have a party, that's where you want to go. So here's that Coolsville soft serve. And now here we go to the main wave pool, because every park's got to have a wave pool. But the one thing I did notice with the Busch Gardens parks, the SeaWorld parks, is they do have a lot of different options for bars and stuff like that. And right here you got Surfers Bay Bar. And let's see what they got here. Like I said, we're going to be doing the Let's Eat and all that stuff, but bottled beer is $13.60. Draft beer, same price. There you got the cocktails. They're the canned cocktails though. Frozen cocktails, strawberry daiquiri, margarita, and pina colada. So, and over here you can actually get your cabanas for $90. When you come down here, like I said, we're here on a Wednesday on a rainy forecast day. So, but this is called Surfers Bay, and this is the main wave pool area here, and it is huge, quite grand actually. So, and it looks like it's on a 9-minute cycle. So it's 10:45 right now in the morning. So looking for a quick dip, but right now the waves are not going. But so we're gonna head over this way here, and over here they got cabanas. But when you come over to this side here, you've got Surfside Market, which actually has ice cream and pretzels and stuff like that. So you got a nice little, cute little snack bar right down here, which is good. It makes sense too, because it is a lot of stairs if you're coming back up that area. So, and they still have designated smoking areas, which is nice here. But let's give you one last good look at the wave pool here. It is very impressive, this wave pool. So there's a path down here, right there, cold soda, stuff like that, a lot of life jackets and stuff like that. But as you come over this way, here they got what they call Little Surfer Splash Pad, which is over here. So while the adults are splashing in the big wave pool and stuff like that, right over here is Little Surfer Splash Pad. And this is quite quaint here. It's kind of small, but it looks like a racetrack. The little kids like running through. Oh, he just got hit with a bucket. But the little kids are like running through. They got a nice little water function thing over here. This is a cute little thing here. And like I said, it's a lot of fun on a hot day. It's starting to get a little muggy here because, as you know, it is August and we're in Virginia. So that's something that you always got to keep in mind. Which is good because this will probably be the last water park that we hit. Here's the entrance to Little Surfers. Splash pad right there. There's their signage. And right over there is the main wave pool again. So, but like I said, we're going to be backtracking, but I want to see all the way back here what's down this way. Rock and Roll Island is back here. And over here, there's restrooms. Because you always need to have restrooms, right? So, these stairs right here will actually take you back up to the water pool here. So the Rock and Roll Island opens at noon today, but we're just going to do a quick little video showing people just what it looks like. Like I said, we got here early in the morning. But my goal right here is to show you that. So you actually would enter over here. And here's a lazy river that goes around it. So it actually is an island. I actually like these kind of things here where you can actually see stuff without 100 people in it. So right here, this is Rock and Roll Island. So they got the lazy river, which it looks like it is truly a lazy river. There's no real waterfalls or anything like that. And this is, back there you have Little Boppers, which is the yellow slide. And then you got two more slides back there that look like they're called jamming tubes. Yep, jamming tubes it looks like there in the back there. So I'm going to brighten it up a little bit so you can see those. And those are body slides, so, but they're really good ones. But they look like they're dark. Doesn't look like there's any openings there. Then you look here, you actually got the activity pool right there. So you actually have the logs and the cargo nets. And then this is basically looks like a giant swimming pool and stuff like that, where you actually have one mushroom. And let's see, anything else over there. Tubes are already going, stuff like that. So they're basically just, probably because of staffing, because kids are starting to go back to school here. But this is the Rock and Roll Island. And I like the fact that it is an island because the lazy river is surrounding it here. So let us know your thoughts about this. And we're going to start backtracking back the other way. Let's see if I can get a different angle of it real quick here. So let me ask the woman here. Excuse me, miss. Can I just film it real quick from a different angle? No? Not a problem. Well, I know it's not open. I just want to film the lazy river. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. All right, so that is Rock and Roll Island there. So you got a chance to see it. Like I said, it's on a delay opening, which a lot of parks do, especially Busch Gardens. I know when you go to Williamsburg, they kind of have that same thing where they're like, the back of the park, Germany's not open right when everything opens. So now we're backtracking a bit here, but let's show you Surfers Bay from this angle real quick. So like I said, it's a rainy day, and it is it's going to be a rainy day, and it's a day that on a Wednesday, and schools are starting to come back. So do not think that this park is not popular. This park is hugely popular, but here we are at the front, and that shows you the view, how large this water park is, wave pool is. A lot of lounge chairs. So. But I am now going to head up this way and go up the right-hand side. So we're about halfway done, I think. So if you like what we do, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure, if you want to get exclusive videos, definitely make sure a membership is something there. It's $1.99, and you get exclusive videos. Here's a little splash pad again. You get exclusive videos of all the different parks. You get some shorts, you get some full length. You get the whole 9 yards here. So I'm going to show you over here. And yet again, this is a little surfer splash pad. Darken it up a little bit there so you can see it better. All right. So, and right there's the wave pool. So now we're heading out this way, and we're going to show you what else is out here. Like I said, It's been 7 years since we've been here. We came here the first year we did 125, Ari and I, and we spent about half a day here. So we did like a full day at Williamsburg, then a half day at Williamsburg, and ended here. So a lot of stuff I didn't really get to check out. Now this is here's the other side of the Little Splash Turner. Now this is Cowabunga, and this was down, and you know this is going to be a that's going to be a photo later, but this was down when Legend came also. It looks like a really cool thing. It is a cow themed area, and here is a cute little kids slide there, but it looks like the birds and the leaves are taken over there, but it is kind of cute. Over here you have fire tried kettle corn. Yet again, like I said, most things aren't open yet, but let me show you Cowabunga here. So looks like it's a basically a splash pad that is themed to cows. Even the fences in the back are very cowy, so kind of a neat little concept here. And this is how you get into it, but like I said, it looks like it's been closed all year. Pool closed. So but if you actually been in here, let us know. Is this kind of got replaced by little surfers up the lane, or let us know in the comment section there. So one thing I definitely love is the fact that everywhere you walk there is life preservers for adults and for kids, so that's always really cool. And let's see what this is here. Now we're getting some new slide complexes here, so, and these look very bright and all that kind of stuff here. And these are tube slides. Let me see what the name of these are. And right in front of us is Boardwalk Southwest Grill, so that looks like a pretty cool here. This is called Jet Scream. This is Jet Scream here, so. And I like how the fact these are typical tubes. There's another yellow one going through. Yeah, it looks like they're all different. Oh, green just came through. Haven't seen the orange or blue come through yet, but on all, these look like they're single tubes, so there's no double tubes here, which is unique. Usually when there's a single tube, they always have a double tube here, but this looks like something that is all on that end there. Of course, here you got some more restrooms here. And that hill there takes you from where we came from before earlier. So, but this is the Boardwalk Southwest Grill, chicken tenders, rice bowls, which are something that you don't see all the time. Up and up a little bit here. And there's some more slides over here. Looks like we're getting into the meat of things here. Dance around this way here. Oh, that got dark. Sorry about that. Sometimes things get darker than they should. Excuse me, miss. What's this slide? Big Daddy Falls, thank you. This is Big Daddy Falls, the end of it here. And we'll see if somebody comes flying through here pretty quickly. This looks like it's a much bigger slide complex there, because you can tell by the conveyor belt there. That's always a sure sign that it's a raft that comes down here, not a typical regular slide. Yet again, it's a hot day. I do have a swimsuit, but I'm here to film, and we're also going back. So let me pause so I see somebody come through. All right, so it's not open right now there, so we're not going to see anybody come down yet, but this is one of the top attractions they have here, and we're going to head over this way. Gotta show you the signage, because the signage of this park is really nice here, but this attraction is currently closed, but it looks like it's simply an amazing slide here. Let me pop over here real quick here by the quick queue. You can see the waterfalls there, you see the waterfalls there, so there's a lot of raging water coming through, so it's definitely something that is a high enjoyment one there. And of course there's a sign right there, Big Daddy Falls. So let's head out this way. Now we're going into what they call is High Tide Harbor, and we're going to backtrack here because there's some more stuff back that way, but like I said, I'm exploring with you today. And the High Tide Harbor is what you see at a million parks nowadays, which is the full splash zones here, guys. High Tide Harbor looks like it's got 3 buckets, guys. Here's a mini bucket. I just need to have different size buckets too. So mini bucket just went, dumped on them here. Great signage, by the way. That is bright and vibrant. You got the little slides. There's 2 kids going down on those. You got an orange slide there. Walking around the side here, you got the stairs. So that's a small bucket there. It goes a lot quicker than the other ones, but you got 2 more over here. Catch a wave this way. And so you got an orange one there, green there, and you got yellow. So I wonder if one of these bigger boys are going to go. And of course you got the water guns and all that. So these are standard at most water parks now. This one seems a little smaller than I would expect, but the 3 buckets, there goes orange. And orange basically nails the people there. And when you come over this way, haven't seen the green guy yet, but he seems to be the big boy. And these guys are all waiting for it to come, so once this guy goes, it's going to be pretty epic there. And this guy goes soon because this is a large bucket. The small guy just went. You got a lot of, so people are shooting everywhere. You got hoops. Here's a blue slide right there too. You got stuff here. I love how these kids are just waiting to get drowned. And it's going to come any second. But it's rare to see 3 different buckets. Here it comes. Yeah, they got crushed pretty good there. So, but there's the blue slide there. So these are really, this is a pretty good splash pad. The more I look at it, I love the theming with the surfboards and stuff. Darken up a little bit here. There we go. And these are all different hoses and stuff like that. So this is their splash pad, but there's more this way. So let's show you some more. Oh wait, there's a little bucket right there too. Miss that. So surf's up, it says in the background here. So we're going to come around this way here, over towards the back of the splash pad. Let's give you one last scenic look at this thing right there. Very nice. Now we're coming over this way here. Now over here you got a dark black evil looking tube. So you know it's got to be a cool ride here. And here they come, I hear them. So that's the big rafts. And so what the name of this one is here. Aquazoid. So this is Aquazoid. I remember riding this. This was one that I actually enjoyed here, stuff like that. But like I said, it is a very large tube. And when we walk back the lower road, we'll show you a little bit more here. But it's actually called Aquazoid Amped because it actually went, they did redo it here. And this is Cosmic Cafe. And more funnel cake. They really have a lot of funnel cake. Mod sticks and all that kind of stuff. Yet again, we're going to be doing a Let's Eat later on here. But we're going to follow this path all the way around and then we're going to turn around. So let's see what's out this way. Yet again, this is one of the bigger water parks that we've been to. A lot of walking, a lot of space between things here. So it's called Hubba Hubba Highway. So, and I heard Vanishing Point and Cutback. So there's 3 things out this way, so we want to check it out. Or take the high road and go back to the low road because the low road looks like it's right over there. But hey, if you like podcasts, make sure you check out, we have a podcast called the Trim Disabled Podcast. Hey, there's a map. Probably should have looked at that before. But no, it wouldn't be the same thing here. But all right, so right up here is Vanishing Point, Cutback, and the other one here. So let's see what Vanishing Point looks like. Oh, here's the mat racer going. Here's the mat racer. Didn't get that far. Didn't have but let's check out the Vanishing Point first. Okay, Vanishing Point looks like it is a cliff diver type ride here. So let's see what this looks like here. But yeah, again, the science here is amazing. So all right. And that's Cutback over there, but let's see what Vanishing Point looks like. There it is. It's a cliff. There's somebody going down the cliff right now. So they got 2 body slides on the side, and then they've got right here in the middle. They actually have the dive. So let's go right here and see if some more come through here. I love body slides. I am definitely a fan of the body slides. But look right up there. You got some more people getting ready to go down the drop. So Vanishing Point's a good name for it, actually, if you think about it, because basically you go to the edge and then you just free fall. And literally free fall. They had one of these over at Sandcastle, but it was not operating, so here they come. The tough part is you gotta like push yourself all the way to the edge and just let yourself go. So here they go. 3, 2, 1. There he drops. Only negative with these is you end up in a trough. There you go. So that is the Vanishing Point. And then we come over here, we'll show you Cutback. Here we go. So this is Cutback Water Coaster. I love water coasters, so glad to see they have one here. Now, the difference between a water ride and a water coaster is water coasters actually go up. They have either magnets or hydraulics that actually bring you up and stuff like that. So we're coming here. This is the exit, but it should give us a good view of Cutback. Yep, there it is. And they're like little rafts. They're not quite boats. Not a big fan of the fact that they have trees blocking everything here, but let's I think when we get all the way down to the bottom, I'll be able to see it. So we got a little bit of a walk, kind of like the Busch Gardens Park here, but hopefully we can show you everything here. Here we go. Let's brighten up a little bit here. All right, so you see here, you got the downward, but you also got upwards. And when you have those upper launches, that's what makes it a water coaster. Like right there, you see how it goes up that hill. That's what makes it a water coaster, not just a water slide. They got a lot of twists and turns. Water coasters are a lot of fun. This was a great invention for water parks. I know Hershey's got Breaker's Edge, and then we did the one called Toothless over at Nickelodeon, but let's see if we can see somebody splash down here. There we go. So I'll shoot up and should be shooting down right now. And there you go. So that is a water coaster. Now I notice there's a path up this way, so we're going to wander up this way here. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the full park walkthrough, tour as we call it too. Looks like we're at the far end of the park, and then we'll start working our way back. There's a couple areas that we missed that we were catching on the way back here. So it's called Hub of Gifts. So you figure that's got something to do with the name of the ride up here. And yep, it's called the Hubba Hubba Highway. And as we come over here, there's also cabanas back here. So if you want to get away from the crowd, this is where you kind of want to go. Let's check out what the Hubba Hubba Highway is. Visit Scenic Hubba Hubba Highway. So this is the water. So this is another. This is a more aggressive one, and this is the one where see, there's no rafts. So here you get in a life preserver, and it's got such a strong current that it actually drags you around. So it's kind of a really unique one here. Kind of reminds me of Magic Mountain, their Hurricane Harbor, where they literally didn't have tubes either, but they didn't really have the life vests. So the life vests are the key. See how this woman's whipping by? A really strong current to push people along like that. So let's see if some people come here. And over here, it looks like you can go jump over into an alcove. Yep, here you go. But like I said, this is a lazy river without the actual rafts. And yet again, you got a wall of life jackets here. So let me go over here real quick here. We can get another view of the Hubba Hubba Highway. But it is kind of a unique thing to the fact that you're actually getting drug around by the current. And there's no tubes, because most of the tubes, like if you go to Dorney Park or Hershey Park, if you're in the lazy river, they want you to have a tube. And they want you to sit on it properly. I like to belly flop on them, and I don't get much love when I belly flop on them and stuff. But here's a look at the cutback area of the Hubba Hubba Highway. And here's another view here. And you got a dinosaur in a hula skirt. So, but as you come around here, I see if we get some more people whipping through. Yet again, it is a hot, muggy day, but it's because it's about to rain. Gotta love that dinosaur there, but all in all, this is the far end of the park here with the Hubba Hubba Highway. So now we're going to start walking back towards. And like I said, there's a couple attractions that we missed, that I know we missed, but as we head back, this is the farthest point in this direction. So everything else that you see will be closer to the main entrance. And we're going to walk you right up to the main entrance, so that way you can see exactly where you're going. There's a designated smoking area here. And then we're going to walk back here. Here's some people enjoying the Hubba Hubba Highway. And it's also the Traveler's Treats. So when I do the Let's Eat, that will be what we do here. Now, I was thinking about doing it unplugged, but they kind of have that amusement park vibe going, where you have a lot of louder music going. So because of that, we don't want to be copyrighted. So I won't be doing an unplugged today, but we will be doing a Let's Eat. We'll be doing, there's Hub of Gifts. We'll show you that, but since it's not open, we're not going to be doing it. Over here's another great view of Cutback. You see him shooting up there. It looks like the white areas are where it launches you up, but just a great little, always love a water park. So as we're walking over this way, now over here, this is the mat racer. Now I didn't see where you get on the mat racer or the mat racer's name, so that's something that we need to figure out when we're walking back here. Because I took the low road there, hoping to show you stuff with the Cutback, but it was kind of a challenge. So, but this is the main walkthrough. So as we go through here, we are going to start showing you the things that we passed. So right there's the vanishing point again. Yep, that's the vanishing point right there, and the line for Cutback's right here. So that's where you go up there for Cutback. So over here on the right is the mat racers. So I'm trying to figure out how you get on there. Now I've never been a big fan of the mat racers, but a lot of people do enjoy them. As long as they really make it to the checker flags. It looks like that lifeguard has to keep going back up there, but. So once these guys get up, let's see if I can show you another view there. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun actually, but let's go this way because I'm sure we missed the entrance because it looks like there's checker flags there, so that's going to get me where I need to go. So just left the vanishing point area, Cutback, and now we're getting back towards the cosmic area because right over here is Aquazoid, and there's a sign right there for Vanishing Point and Hubba Hubba Highway. Right in front of me is the Cosmic Cafe. And let's head over this way quick. And over here, this is the Aquazoid Express Cafe. And now we're heading here. So it's called the Launch Pad. So the Launch Pad is what it's called. But we went over this way before. So now we're going to head this way. And this is probably going to take us right to the pit stop. So yes, this is pit stop refreshment. So I'm assuming this is where they actually have the racers. Now, so, yep, so here it is, Nitro Racers. So let's show you this real quick. So this is where you enter all the way down here. Yet again, great signage. The signage here at Water Country USA is amazing. And the theming's pretty damn nice too. Because right here you got a nice little car. Kind of Bolton-like if you think about it. Maybe they got a 2-for-1 sale on that. But this is where you go in here. You have the victories. A victory lap there. Who's first, who's second, who's third.
Come on, let's go.
He was gonna go.
But here, this is going to give you a good little view of Nitro Racers. There's the lifeguard. All right, see how they go down here. Pretty steep. That first drop is pretty full steep. So, and there they go. I got a full cart there too. You hardly ever see a full cart. There you go. Orange kick butt. So that is the racers there. And as we head over this way, so this is Nitro Racers. A lot of the rides are on dead ends, like the Hubba Hubba Highway, just stops. And same thing here with Nitro Racer. Yet again, very cool car. Now we're over a half hour into this video, so once again, guys, thank you so much for the support watching these walkthroughs. I know a lot of people like to do the cuts and, you know, hey, here's a highlight reel of this, a highway reel of this, but we like to show you every inch here. So over here you got boba for $9 at the pit stop. Boba this way, Dragonberry Breeze. That sounds pretty good, actually. And as we keep coming through here, crowds are picking up, so it's getting a little bit more hectic, which I kind of like that we did our stuff first. And there's the boardwalk right there, and there's a little store here that has the all the different things you need: towel, suntan lotion. Not today though. Jet Gifts. Now we're heading back this way, and we're almost done. Right over here is the Jet Scream which we showed you earlier. And we came from the low road, which was that direction. So now we're going to head up this way. There's a sign for jet skiing right here is the Boardwalk Southwest Grill and stuff like that. So, and you can tell it's towards the front of the park because the crowds are getting thicker as we're coming by here. Yet again, signage-wise, really can't beat the signage here. That is one of the better ones I've seen in a while. And the landscaping is really beautiful here too. So we're going to head over here real quick because we didn't see this one before. This is called Malibu Pipeline. Let's show you this one real quick here. This is a tube slide where they got doubles and singles. No cameras or recording devices, which I understand. That makes sense. We don't do POVs of roller coasters, and we don't do POVs of water slides or anything like that. Here they come real quick. Boom. So that is the slide tower, which is called Malibu Pipeline. Now we're going to head up this way. That's the how you go up there for the jet stream. Now we're heading up here towards the top, and there's a sign that says park exit. So we are pretty much winding down this complete walkthrough of Water Country USA. So let us know your thoughts here. Is this a water park that you've been to before? Oh, here is coffee right here. Also Dippin' Dots. Also a lot of sweets. So that'll be something to show you here. It's called The Way Out. Last stop for big deals. Very good. You get people coming up the hill and they hit you up there with last minute shopping. But I want to give you a perspective of where we're at. So this is the main food area, and there's a Colossal Curl. So there is, and straight ahead is the wave pool. So here we are, we're back at the front. So once again, thanks you guys so much for watching. If you want more on Water Country USA, like let's eat, let's merch, let's go shopping and stuff like that, make sure you check out the playlist. And you know what? YouTube thinks you're going to like that video right there. Why don't you click on it and see if YouTube's right? Once again, can't wait to see you in the queue for 2025.